Hello Internet, welcome back to the new lab, or the old lab series. We're continuing. Kept the same character, but I did change our stats and I changed our skills. When I say I kept, I mean the scenario and profession and traits are the same, but we've changed our stats so we're less of a one-note melee character, and we've changed our skills with a high focus on computers. We're going to jump into it. We'll talk about it as we go. We're female, and we are Andrea Simpson. So we're going to jump into the game. We're going to start the same way we have in the previous episodes. We're going to smash a locker and we're going to create ourselves a crowbar as a starter weapon. Ignore. Got ourselves a crowbar. Of course there's a brute. Seems like every time I start in a lab there's a brute right here. Every single time. Smashing furniture for no reason. Let's see if we can circle around here. Of course you broke the door. Of course there's a dissector. And we'll close that and hopefully we're in an okay position now. So we've changed our character. We realized that we can't smash open the surface, the walls. We can't destroy the walls with melee strength, which is fine. We probably should have figured that that was the case. However, I've tried in my private time to go to so basically the way you're supposed to escape the lab, take that. Way you're supposed to escape the lab is that you're supposed to descend till you find the lab finale, at which point some lab finales have a science ID card. This is one of the more reliable ways to get out of the lab. You get the ID card, you go to the surface, and you open everything up, and it lets you out, and no big deal. The problem is that many of the lab finales that I've been encountering, and by many I mean literally every single one that I've played, contains a robot, a security bot, that has a machine gun, and multiple turrets in the same room. Sometimes they have light, sometimes they are in darkness, but regardless of whether there is light or not, as soon as you step in the room, we can take one zombie. As soon as you step in the room, the robot will shoot you, and usually it hits me in the head. Now, this is different because it used to be that those robots couldn't see in the dark, and now it seems that they absolutely can, because they can see me before they're even within my vision radius, and they shoot me even before I can see them. And again, they almost always shoot me in the head immediately. So my character dies, and that's the end of my character, and that's not very fun, and I'm not happy about that. So I don't think there's any way to deal with that, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think that most of the stuff we find in the lab is not good enough. Like, we can't, like, even if we found like EMP grenades, we wouldn't be able to throw the EMPs at all the turrets and all the robots without any of them getting a shot off, that kind of thing. So what I think I want to do, I've given us a very high computer skill, and I think that we want to search for a barracks. And upon finding a barracks, we're going to go inside. We're going to take our chances with, there's probably going to be a bio operator in there. There's going to be soldier zombies that we can't take. But we're going to do our best to get in, grab some guns, hopefully grab some explosives. What? No, okay, I thought condensed milk would have more calories. Grab some guns, grab some explosives, then go downstairs, and maybe we can grind up to where we can make like pipe bombs, and maybe we can get to them before they can get us. I honestly, you know what, if we can make some explosives, I would say we'll just go to the surface and try to blow our way out and explode our way out of the surface. Seems way safer than trying to go down to the basement and fight multiple turrets and robots at once. So I think that's our ultimate goal, is to maybe get our hands on some black powder and see if we can, some CBMs would maybe help as well. Of course, so this is the other thing. If you look in the upper left corner of my screen, the very top leftmost tile, when I press the X button to look, it now defaults to that highest tile. So in order to look and see what this is, if we press X, we would have to go all the way like this and then it shows up. So we're not going to be doing that as much as possible. We're going to be using the mouse to look. I really hate it, but whatever. Anyway, if we could find a CBM that allowed us to... Flamethrower. Nope. Because we do have manual bionic installation on. If we could find a CBM that either cloaks us or... Get out of here. Or would allow us to pass through walls, or really any, you know, utility transportation type CBM would be great. But other than that, I honestly, I just don't know. I think whereas before I was making a real press to get to the surface as quickly as possible, I think now it's more about seeing what we have available to us in the lab and seeing if we can maybe figure out a plan from there. This is actually probably going to be a lot harder than I expected it to be. This will have ethanol. We'll want to empty that for the disinfectant. We'll take the plastic bottle of clean water and we'll drink it. Clean water. Now we have an empty bottle, so we will unload soda can into the bottle. And then we can't convert directly in the same container, I think. So if we try to make disinfectant, yeah, it won't let us without a second empty container, which is stupid. There's really no reason we can't use the ethanol from our bottle and put it back in the same bottle. Especially because I'm pretty sure we're not actually doing anything to it. Pretty sure it's just an item that's being transferred into it. It doesn't matter. Oh, should have had safe mode on. I don't think we can fight a spider. Oh, we did it. Can't close the door though. Poisoned. The security guards worry me because we are not the killing machine that we were in the last couple episodes. Okay. I assume we can get meat out of the corpse, but there's so much food here, it's not a super concern. Yeah, none of that's gonna do it for me. Take the refillable lighter for sure. Just one of 100 charges. Take the flashlight just for portable. Is there a battery in this taser? Of course not. For some reason all the new tools are spawning without the new batteries. Or I'm sorry, all the tools are no longer spawning with any batteries in them. I don't really know why that is, but I don't like it. What is this? Camera display. No. Friendly, humane fashion. Fake fur. Yeah, I don't care at all about that. So we're going to be picking up like the chemical references and stuff, because I think they might have explosive recipes in them. So there's some gore here. Torn insect organs. This is horrifying. Torn insect or puddle of bug blood. So we're gonna mark this spiders, so that if we do stay here for a long period of time and maybe we need meat, we run out of like ready-made food items, we'll come back to this. Here's an auto dock. What is this? Integrated tool set would be wonderful. Electrophoresis, hydrogen peroxide, cotton balls, auto dock. I think we'll go check around it and see if there's any medication inside. Is this just another anesthesia kit? We'll leave that here in case we do come back for bionic installation. But honestly, with my manual bionics turned on, I don't know why we would use it. I guess you would have a higher chance of success with the auto dock. And we may be able to... How would you get in there? There's no computer. There's this computer. Oh, is it one of those where, like, you know, you want to open the auto dock, but in order to open the auto dock, you have to release all the prisoners? Emergency... Yeah, of course. Of course it is. Nothing can be easy. You know, in Cataclysm, it's not like you went through all the trouble of going to a lab and, you know, finding bionics, and you already jumped through all the hoops. Why not make it just a little bit more difficult? Aspirin will take... I don't know why I can't... There we go. Copper pot, no. Take the orange. I'm not really sure what we should be picking up. Like I said, my goal here is explosives. Apparently we can't. Oh, I was bumping the 5, I guess. I'm not sure what it takes to make explosives. I think it's fab and mechanics, which is a real problem because we're not going to have any way to train our mechanics. I did bump it to 2 in starting here, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm also not really sure what explosives there even are in the game. In fact, let's look at our recipes. So weapons, explosives. Currently we can make the Molotov, the firecrackers, and the acid bomb, none of which will destroy a wall, I would think. So I think we want to... Do we have 0 fab? Okay, well, I meant to... I meant to start with fab. Maybe I didn't do that. So we'll pick up some nails as we kind of wander around to make fish hooks, which will level our fab to 1. And then we'll have a look at things. Okay, well, didn't really want to break there, I guess. Okay. So we really don't want to head down. Man, it's just a lot of these residential areas, which I guess is good because if we need to stay here for several days or weeks or whatever, then we'll have a place to live. I'm really just not sure we can even actually escape from here. Well, we found some light. Why don't we make some fish hooks? We'll make 10. See if that bumps us up. We did. We'll drop. Really? You're going to do a check on every single fish hook? Stupid. Stupid thing. Drop the fish hooks. So we have a fab 1. Let's look at our explosives now. Where's explosives? Weapons. Oh, pipe bomb. Okay. What do we need? Pipe we can get easy peasy. Oh, we don't have any of that stuff. 1 pipe bomb takes 12 rounds of double-aught shot. Are you serious? Okay, so we need gunpowder. So this is where the searching the barracks would come in handy. I don't know if a pipe bomb is enough to destroy a wall. I'm willing to bet it probably is. Because explosives in this game, last I checked, were a little on the crazy side. A little on the crazy powerful side. So I think what we want to do now is look for barracks. And again, I don't think we're in any position to actually take on any of the creatures you would find in a barracks. But the alternative is slowly starving to death or getting shot in the head by robots. So, just gonna look around here. Let's pan around. Seeing stairs a lot, but I'm not seeing any of the... Okay, so we could go over this way. This actually looks like it might be a smaller lab. Of course we did. Of course we did. Oh, man. 13 minutes. We're dead. Hooray. Let's reset our world so we don't end up in the same place. New game. Preset character. Last character. Lab it up. So I think I'm stressing a little bit over this because this is like I'm dying a lot. Stanford Kraus. There's a reason that this is not like the starter scenario, right? This is not an easy thing to do. But mostly I'm dying because of my own stupidity because I keep forgetting to turn on safe mode. I keep opening doors and walking inside of them like it's nothing. Ignore. Drop steel. So I think I need to relax. I think I need to slow it down a little bit. So this is different. We haven't seen, it's always been the open room. So this is different. We're going to turn off safe mode briefly. Closed metal door. Smashed door. There's the brute. Of course there's a brute. Because it couldn't just let me out. Where's this thing? Chemistry set. So we're just going to leave. Close the door behind us. pick up some food. So I think I need to relax. I think I'm stressing a little bit over my performance, getting a little embarrassed by, okay, Brute, I get it, man. You're big, you're angry. Let's go upstairs and just get away from it. I think I just need to relax. I'm stressing a little bit. I'm embarrassed by how I've been performing. I feel like people probably don't want to watch me fail over and over and over. So I think we're just gonna focus. I'm just gonna like do what I would normally do, like tell stories and junk. I don't think I'm gonna, you know, sit here and just narrate the same things over and over and fail miserably at life. So yeah, so what's going on with me? Really nothing, I think, has happened. I think my niece was here last week. I didn't really get a chance to see her. She's quite young. You know, anyone who has a kid in their life can tell you that, like, you know, just walking in these rooms blind again. You know, kids are fun, and you know, there are moments where, like, yeah, it's really nice to be around a child. You know, their infectious laughter, that kind of stuff. They have fun with basically everything, and it's kind of heartwarming to see, you know, a kid who doesn't have a care in the world. And then, you know, as an adult, life is so frustrating and difficult sometimes. Obviously some smokers here, unless this is something else. Smoke. So is this just bleeding through the walls now, or is this a hallway? That should have drawn some attention, me yelling. So it's like, you know, I don't hate kids or anything. I don't love kids either. And I have a niece, and I love her, you know. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how else to make the zombies come over here. I'm yelling. For goodness sake. Am I crouching? I'm not even crouching. If I run around in circles, they'll hear me? No. I just want to fight it and get it out of the way. Okay, well, you're useless. Let's look here. Bionic Vault. I mean, at some point, do we just not care and we just go for it anyway because we don't care about our character anymore? I kind of just, I want to survive, and I feel like that's a big risk. So we're not going to do that. How are we doing warmth-wise? Head is very cold. Did we just see a hat? Knit hat. It's fine. Doesn't matter if it fits. Head encumbrance doesn't really matter. She's just, you know, I love my niece. It's just, she's at that age where I don't have anything in common with her, right? She's too young. Like, if she were a little older, you know, we'll fight them. I don't think they do man hacks anymore. Do zombie scientists still do man hacks? Kind of think they don't. Smash, smash. And we can always loot them for antibiotics. For bionics, maybe. If we find ourselves something we can... Actually, we have really terrible stats, so I don't know if we can even dissect them, really. Brute's making a ruckus. The heck is that? A crawler. And a crek. Okay, so nothing in here for us. You know, she's just at that age. I still can't see this guy. Okay. Nope. Let me just close that off. Where, like, I can't talk to her because she's too young. You know, she's not old enough to hold, like, a real conversation. And, you know, she's kind of, like, she's young enough where, like, she thinks her farts are funny. You know, which is, like, okay, she's a kid. You know, I'm not going to sit here and judge her. You know, and I would never tell her, like, oh, ladies, don't do that, because that's a horrible thing to impose your own sense of, you know, expectations of genders and stuff on a child who is just, you know, being a kid. And like, you know, I don't want to do that to my niece. I love my niece. I don't want to fill her with insecurity or make her question herself or anything like that in the years to come. So basically I just don't talk to her, and pretty sure she's scared of me, like, which is not unusual. A lot of people tend to see me and are intimidated by me, and I don't see her often enough, so she doesn't really know me. Well, I saw this guy in my single player off-screen game. It's a broken generator down here, and it casts electricity, which always seemed to target you. Or maybe I was just super unlucky, but it hit me like 9 times, including through walls. So like I had left the area, gone through here, and was in like a room over here, and the electricity went through the walls and hit me anyway. So we're gonna just stay as far away from that as we can. So yeah, I just don't have anything in common with her. I think she's kind of scared of me because we don't see each other very often. Still running. And then, you know, there's tension between my brother and her mother, and it kind of makes things different. You know what? Computer skill of 5, ladies and gentlemen. Intelligence of 10, and we failed. Yep. How did you even... Just stay away from me. I thought they had really bad night vision as well. Why are they able to see me? Okay. How's our clothes? Terrible? Yep. Big surprise. See what we got here. Lab journal. I'd like to take the lab journal because they might have like explosive recipes in them. So irritated that we failed that. This is literally the highest computer skill I've ever had in Cataclysm, and we still failed. Okay. And like I said, we got to be able to get into a barracks at some point. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do this. Because I don't think you can manufacture gunpowder. And if you can, it's probably beyond our skill level. Well, we don't need all this food. What's a big food item? Cabbage, probably. Takes up a lot of space. Eat the corn. You're full already? No. Engorged. That's weird, because we only ate like, I don't know, 300 calories. So that's a bit peculiar. Do we have clean? Yep. So I'm guessing they've changed the food thing again because it jumped right to engorged and whatnot. Take the lizard serum. If we ever find a syringe, we'll start injecting ourselves, because who cares? Could have just killed myself in a turret room because I wasn't paying attention. Lupine, cephalopod. I still don't know the hydrogen peroxide. Still don't know the mutations very well. I think we want to... Oh, we already have disinfectant. We'll just leave it alone for now. It doesn't really matter. So our failed security attempt does not bode well for our attempts at getting into the barracks. And unless we find some bullets on, you know, the zombies, I don't think that we're going to have the ability to make explosives, which again was kind of the whole point of this particular character. Can we do anything with these? Broken console. Every console's broken, huh? What is going on here? Just some rubble. Okay. More rubble. Doesn't really... Okay. So that was a waste of time coming all the way over here. What's this? Bedroom. I guess we'll go down. What is this? Bionic vault we found earlier. You know what? Let's just do it. Successful login. Unlock entrance. Hack the system. Body is damaged by the electrical shock. Unlock entrance. Yes. Body is damaged. So what is the point of the computer skill? Console shuts down. So, so Cataclysm, in our major Let's Play that we had where we did like 50 episodes, we got our fab up to like 5 or 6. Our mechanics up to like 5 or 6. Cooking, we couldn't really get past 3. Tailoring, we couldn't really get past 3. And we played for like, that was like 2 months worth of my gameplay of, like 3.5, 4 hours a week. So you got to figure I sank, 28 or 30 hours into that Let's Play. So in all that time that we played, we never really got a skill up around 5, right? We got, I think, fab and mechanics, which were really easy to get up there. Computers is not that easy to train, and we're at 5 and we still can't hack these damn computers. I'm very irritated by that. I built my character, I sank so many points into the computers, and we still can't even do anything. It feels like such a waste. I like legitimately don't know how else you escape from the lab. How else do you escape? You can't go down to get the ID card, because every time I go down to get the ID card, we end up with a robot that shoots us in the face. In fact, we'll just go down, see if we can find our way to a finale, because I just don't care. Piss off, lady. This is the turret room. We don't want to go up there. No, don't crouch. Just walk. Another broken generator that hits you through walls. Okay. This is something that happens in Cataclysm a lot. Computer science, I don't think would help us. Too big to pick up. We can't really eat anything, so we'll drop some crap that we're not going to use. Probably not going to use the anti-glare compensators. We really don't need hydrogen peroxide. I forgot again that it was concentrated. Don't really need those. Can bring computers to 6. So even when we found a computer book, it can't help us. So this is what happens a lot for me in Cataclysm, which is where I enjoy the game for a period of time, and then I hit a wall where something feels like it shouldn't be the way it is, and I get really frustrated, and I get irritated, and then I don't want to play anymore. A stopcock? Tiny plastic valve, get your mind out of the gutter. Well, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have disappointed you, developers. Library, sure. Unlock entrance. Hey, we did it. Where we hit a wall and it's like, it seems like no matter what I do, I'm never where I want to be. I'm never really doing what I hoped I would be able to do. Maybe a chemistry book would help us. Home repairs, no. Shotguns, no. Cookbook, no. Maybe I'm just complaining. Not gonna do it for us. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Well, I could see how this would be very valuable. But honestly, I think by the time you get to the point where you're clearing out a lab, you've probably already got most of the books you would need, really. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Really hoping there'd be more books in here, or more things that would help us. What does chemistry do? How do we... There we go. Cooking to 8. Any explosive recipes? Lots of chemistry. Black gunpowder. Again, with Cataclysm, we don't need black gunpowder. We just need regular gunpowder. So I'm not sure why there needs to be... a differentiation there. What am I looking for? Pipe bomb. Oh, we don't have the skill. Oh, of course. I don't know what to do here. I do think we should call the episode. I don't know what to do. Really? Fertilizer bomb I see here. Maybe that would be valuable to us, but we don't have fertilizer bomb. Fertilizer, I don't know if that exists in... We'll look at this in the next episode. So that's going to do it. I apologize. I'm feeling a little off with this. I'm not having the fun I was the first couple times, and I think I'm, my attention span and things are a little tricky, so just bear with me. But we'll be back with the rest of the series in the near future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.